Mama could really use a vacation.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Continuing mission.
I have no time for this.
A small, remote village sits nestled in the... And in it, there once lived a young girl. She always sulked as she watched the village children playing outside her window. She wasn't sick. Instead, she had a mark on her leg that made... Her parents told her to hide the mark. If she did not, they would not allow... But the mark was a part of her. Each time they told her to hide it, it was like they were asking her to deny her very... The girl hated the thought of hiding it, and the more they told her to, the harder she resisted. She and her parents had been having this fight for several long...
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Continuing mission.
I will not lose. I shall take care of them.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Continuing mission.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
I have no time for this.
Continuing mission.
The girl was locked in her house, so others would not see the mark on her leg. Unable to contain her discontent, she decided to disobey her parents. She ran through the village like hell itself was pursuing her. But when she crested a hill, it was a warrior with flowing white hair. She sat quietly on a boulder. Her pale skin was crisscrossed with wounds, as though she had just... But it was the warrior's left side that truly drew the girl's attention. It was covered by bandages that had slipped to expose a patch of inky black skin. Skin that looked like a larger version of her own birthmark. She's just like me, thought the girl. Suddenly, she felt a deep ache to be like this woman. A person who didn't. I want to be like you, said the girl. As the woman turned to look at the girl, her gaze fell on her leg. A cure. There's nothing good in a life like mine. This said, the warrior turned away from the girl, as if she had never noticed. She then tightened her bandages and walked away.
I shall take care of them.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Continuing mission.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
I have no time for this.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Enemy forces sighted.
How's that feel?
Won't regret it.
After parting ways with the warrior on the hill, the girl, as she made her way to her parents' room to tell them what happened, she heard whispered voices. Wave caused her so much pain by telling her to hide her birthmark like that. But we did it for the right reasons. You know what would happen if people saw that and thought she was possessed. My parents are actually worried about me. Possessed. When she heard that word, the girl recalled a conversation she had with. It was a story of a warrior who had been cursed by a shade and turned, and about how horribly she had been treated in this. The girl remembered the mixed emotions on the face of the woman she met. She had lived through things the girl could not even imagine. Feeling ashamed for imposing her own desires on the warrior, she began to think about the hidden meaning.
I shall take care of them.
Not likely.
Continuing mission.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Continuing mission. Enemy forces sighted.
I won't go back. I have no time for this.
To the girl, the mark on her leg was a part of her, and her parents accepted that. But if the other villagers saw it, terrible things would surely come, and not just to her, but to her parents as well. Caught between her parents' love and her own pride, the girl was Soon thereafter, she began hiding her mark. In so doing, she hoped to acknowledge the love her parents. But though she disguised her birthmark with bandages, she refused to hide the wrapped leg. In this way, she hoped to mirror the pride of the warrior. The girl stands at the top of the hill, bathed in sunlight. Looking out, she makes a firm resolution. Once her parents no longer have to fear for her safety, she will remove her bandages and walk the world as the girl gazes over the plains, reflected in those eyes. I suppose we should return to the cage. It's been awful and dusty for the most part, but the air here is nice and clear. Do you see that? The air is so clear here, fish even swim in it. That's actually quite odd now that I think about it. Looks like we found our first memory. Oh my. This maybe we'll hear a story about a samurai.
A man sits alone. Though he speaks, the target of his words is unseen. To this invisible listener, he offers praise for a task well handled. His eyes narrow. He hesitates. Then, his voice a rasp, he murmurs an instruction. On to the next. The target of his words is revealed behind the scrim of a dividing wall. She also sits alone. In her hand rests a small scroll adorned with a face. Slipping the scroll into the folds of her robe, she stands and makes her response. Understood. Thick clouds hang low against an ominous sky. The castle town bustles as people move to and fro. A family traveling the road catches her eye. The child smiles brightly, her eyes sparkling. The darkness of the woman's own life could never know such pleasant light. Brushing aside her melancholy, she makes to leave town. A sudden glimpse of silver catches the woman's eye as an assassin appears before her. A thin razor of a smile crosses her face. She knows this is exactly where she belongs. You should leave before I change my mind. She claims the assassin's life before body can meet Earth. In the silence that follows, she muses. She walks a path of blood, a solitary path, far from family or comfort. Had she ever smiled as that child did? Could she? Such thoughts swirl in her mind as the woman considers a life she knows she will never have.
it seems this tale involves a female assassin. I wonder what the secret to her strength is.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
I anticipate improved circumstances.
I have no time for this.
Continuing mission.
Feel this fear.
Do they just want to slow our progress? Or is there some deeper goal? Sometimes I wonder what those dark foes are trying to accomplish.
Enemy forces sighted.
I have no time for this.
How's that feel?
Intercepting.
My, that's a large gate. We certainly won't be able to lift this on. What a good eye you have. Here. There now. That wasn't so hard. A collapsed bridge? Oh dear. The scarecrow is so close. Wait here, child. Mama will take a quick... Oh, but this is a bother. Who even lowered the water in the first place? I do wish these levers weren't quite so heavy. Right then. One. I think our mission is going quite well so far. I just hope those two find happiness. Wonderful! That did the trick. Now we can cross to the other side. That certainly did take a lot of time. Well, let's get back on our feet and continue with the restoration, shall we?
The girl stirs from a thin sleep, her features weary as a woman thrice her years. Her life is an unending blur of training that continues without mercy or pause. Bones creak, flesh stings. Pain is her constant companion. Yet she forces herself down the hall all the same. When she arrives at the garden, a bellowing, "Coming," she replies in a voice. She readies an apology for her tardiness, knowing full well it will not be. As suspected, the man cuts off her words and begins, "You will learn to honor punctuality. You are a tool of our master, and a tool is of no use." Thus begins another day of the girl's death.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Continuing mission.
We won't lose.
I have no time for this.
Eliminating hostile.
Her family has served their lord's clan for generations. When the lord decides an enemy needs to die, her family carries. Her path had been laid before she was even born. The path of a tree. There is no freedom for her. No thought. The woman does not bemoan her fate, for she has never known another. Yet, when she thinks of the things she will never have, she feels a terrible sadness. But she presses on regardless, leaving such distractions behind. At some point, she realizes that rain has begun to fall. Through the droplets, she spies a castle with a dark and enigmatic aura. Soon she finds a lone guard standing before a gate. Moving without sound, she looses her sword. With death delivered, she sheathes her blade and
Her whole life had been decided before she was even born. It's rather a tragedy, don't you think? I'm sure you must have a birthplace as well. A place you...
I'll cut down everything in my way.
I won't pull back.
I anticipate improved circumstances.
Fire!
Continuing mission.
Not likely.
Enemy forces sighted.
I won't pull back. I have no time for this.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Do you hear that? That's... It escaped again. What's that sound? Oh! The stairs make music when you step on them. Do you think that monster was playing the steps? That's a rather cute thing to do, don't you think?
The woman moves ever deeper into the castle in search of her target. Her mission is to kill the son of an enemy lord and halt his possible succession. The enemy army values blood. If the successor were to die, chaos will inevitably follow. Slaying the son will create confusion, giving her own lord an opening for attack. She passes through the corridors and moves toward a reception room. Outside, the rain falls in endless gray sheets. A child sits alone, his frame made smaller by the size of the room. She recognizes the boy's face from her. Without a word, she draws her sword and points the tip. Yet he simply stares at the cold steel. As the woman studies the child's haggard face, this is no son of a lord, but instead a girl frocked in boy's. The woman asks her target why this is. As if a dam has burst, the girl suddenly lets fly with a torrent of grievance. I wish this house and this entire nation would fall.
I shall take care of them.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Eliminating hostile.
The girl begins to tell her tale. I am not but a puppet who dances at my... I'm no child to him, merely a tool to be. I even denied my own heart and took false gender in order to fulfill my role. And as this house's tool, I live only to be killed. So please, just bring this to pass. The girl's eyes turn to rest on the woman. This is who I used to be. Set to walk a path before I had even drawn breath. The woman's sword wavers. Her hand hesitates. Outside, the rain falls as if it was trying to blot out the very... And yet somehow, it feels...
The next memory should be the last one. I wonder what that monster wants. And those other dark foes, for that matter.